Steven Spielberg has spent decades working with some of the greatest performers in cinema, but a handful of actors have left an especially lasting impression on him through their talent, dedication, and unforgettable collaborations. Throughout a career filled with legendary stars, blockbuster films, and Academy Award winners, the performers who have earned Spielberg's deepest admiration are not always the ones audiences might expect. Rather than choosing actors simply because of fame, Spielberg has often valued authenticity, commitment, and the ability to bring genuine emotion to every scene. Among those remarkable collaborators, Harrison Ford stands as one of the most significant. To audiences around the world, Harrison Ford represents adventure itself. Whether portraying the fearless archaeologist Indiana Jones or the charming rogue Han Solo, Ford became one of Hollywood's defining action stars. For Spielberg, however, Ford has always represented much more than iconic characters. He is a dependable creative partner whose instincts, professionalism, and calm confidence elevate every production. Spielberg has often admired Ford's ability to understand exactly when to take control of a scene and when to trust the director's vision completely. Their creative partnership truly began with Raiders of the Lost Ark, where a fedora, a whip, and Ford's effortless charisma introduced one of cinema's most beloved heroes. From that moment forward, a lasting relationship built on mutual respect and unwavering trust continued to grow. Spielberg has praised Harrison Ford's unique screen presence, noting that his confidence naturally transforms into something larger than life once the cameras begin rolling. Although Ford had already become internationally famous through Star Wars, Spielberg recognized qualities that extended far beyond movie star charisma. Beneath the rugged exterior was an actor capable of portraying vulnerability, resilience, and genuine humanity. As Indiana Jones, Ford created a hero unlike many that came before him. He stumbled, suffered injuries, faced setbacks, and showed fear, making every victory feel earned rather than effortless. That combination of courage and imperfection became the blueprint for countless action heroes who followed. The demanding productions tested Ford's physical endurance, yet his commitment rarely wavered. Many of the action sequences required long days, difficult environments, and physically exhausting performances. Even so, Ford became known for embracing challenges whenever possible, believing authenticity mattered more than convenience. Spielberg has frequently admired that unwavering dedication, seeing it as evidence of an actor fully invested in serving the story instead of protecting his own image. That quiet professionalism helped make every adventure feel believable and emotionally grounded. What continues to distinguish Harrison Ford is not simply the remarkable length of his career, but the consistency of his approach. He has never been known for chasing trends or seeking attention away from his work. Instead, he allows his performances to speak for themselves. Whether delivering perfectly timed humor, navigating emotionally charged dialogue, or carrying intense action sequences, Ford brings honesty and balance to every role. For Spielberg, that reliability has made him one of the most valuable collaborators any filmmaker could hope to have. Another extraordinary performer who earned Spielberg's admiration is Daniel Day-Lewis. When Spielberg set out to bring Abraham Lincoln to the screen, he searched for an actor capable of capturing not only the president's appearance, but also his humanity, wisdom, and quiet strength. Day-Lewis ultimately became that choice. Renowned for his meticulous preparation and complete dedication to every role, he approached Lincoln with remarkable seriousness, disappearing into the character so thoroughly that many people on set reportedly felt they were interacting with the historical figure himself rather than an actor wearing makeup and costume. Spielberg has spoken with great respect about Day-Lewis's extraordinary commitment to authenticity. Instead of relying on dramatic gestures or theatrical performances, the actor built Lincoln through subtle details, a thoughtful pause, a carefully measured voice, or a quiet expression that communicated volumes without unnecessary words. Every movement reflected careful preparation, allowing audiences to forget they were watching a performance. Spielberg has acknowledged that directing such an accomplished actor often meant giving him the space to fully inhabit the role rather than constantly offering instructions. The collaboration required patience from both men. Bringing Lincoln to life took years of development, and convincing Day-Lewis to accept the role reportedly required persistence. Once filming finally began, however, the results justified every delay. The performance became one of the defining achievements of modern cinema, earning widespread critical acclaim and another Academy Award for Day-Lewis. Spielberg has repeatedly emphasized that witnessing such complete dedication to the craft reminded him why extraordinary actors remain at the heart of unforgettable storytelling. Following the success of Lincoln, Spielberg continued to describe Day-Lewis as an artist capable of making history feel immediate and personal. His complete transformation into Lincoln demonstrated that great acting is not about imitation, but about revealing emotional truth. By surrendering himself entirely to the character, Day-Lewis delivered a performance that continues to be celebrated as one of the greatest portrayals of an American president ever captured on film. Another name that stands among Spielberg's closest collaborators is Tom Hanks. Over the past several decades, Hanks has become one of the director's most trusted creative partners, starring in a series of films that explore courage, leadership, morality, and the resilience of ordinary people. Their collaborations include Saving Private Ryan, Catch Me If You Can, The Terminal, Bridge of Spies, and The Post, each highlighting different aspects of Hanks's remarkable versatility. The relationship between Spielberg and Hanks has been built on mutual trust rather than public spectacle. Their partnership has endured because both artists share a commitment to honest storytelling and emotionally authentic performances. Hanks has often expressed complete confidence in Spielberg's vision, while Spielberg has consistently relied on Hanks whenever a film required warmth, intelligence, and emotional depth. Together, they have created stories that resonate with audiences not through extravagant performances, but through believable human experiences. In Saving Private Ryan, Hanks portrayed Captain John Miller with extraordinary restraint. Instead of emphasizing heroism through grand speeches or exaggerated emotion, he portrayed leadership as quiet responsibility carried under impossible circumstances. Spielberg recognized that subtle approach as the emotional foundation of the film, allowing audiences to connect with the soldiers as ordinary people facing extraordinary challenges. The result became one of the most respected war films ever produced. Their later collaborations demonstrated the same creative chemistry across entirely different genres. Whether portraying an airport traveler stranded by international complications in the terminal, a determined attorney negotiating during the Cold War in Bridge of Spies, or newspaper editor Ben Bradley in The Post, Hanks consistently brought intelligence, compassion, and humanity to every role. Spielberg has repeatedly valued that ability to anchor complex stories with performances that feel sincere, relatable, and emotionally compelling. Together, Harrison Ford, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Tom Hanks represent three very different acting styles. Yet each embodies qualities Spielberg has consistently admired throughout his career: authenticity, discipline, emotional honesty, and unwavering dedication to storytelling. Their collaborations have not only produced critically acclaimed films, but have also shaped the legacy of one of cinema's greatest directors, proving that extraordinary filmmaking is built upon trust between visionary directors and exceptional actors. Steven Spielberg's 6 most admired acting collaborators, original YouTube script. Tom Hanks has become one of Steven Spielberg's most dependable creative partners, not because he demands attention, but because he quietly elevates every story he joins. Across multiple collaborations, Spielberg has repeatedly turned to Hanks when a film required emotional honesty, quiet leadership, and characters capable of carrying enormous moral responsibility. Whether portraying a World War II captain, a resourceful traveler stranded in an airport, or a principled lawyer standing firm during the Cold War, Hanks consistently delivers performances that feel deeply human. His greatest strength lies in making extraordinary situations seem believable through subtle expressions, measured dialogue, and genuine compassion. Spielberg has often relied on that remarkable ability to connect audiences with a character's inner struggles rather than simply their outward actions. Their collaboration reached a defining moment with Saving Private Ryan. Instead of portraying Captain John Miller as an invincible war hero, Hanks presented him as an ordinary man burdened by extraordinary responsibility. Spielberg wisely avoided unnecessary dramatic flourishes, allowing silence, small gestures, and restrained emotion to tell the story. That mutual trust between director and actor became one of the reasons the film remains one of the most respected war dramas ever made. The partnership continued through Catch Me If You Can, The Terminal, Bridge of Spies, and The Post, proving that whenever Spielberg needed an actor capable of grounding a complex story with sincerity, Tom Hanks was often his first choice. Another actor who left a lasting impression on Spielberg is Leonardo DiCaprio. By the time they worked together on Catch Me If You Can, DiCaprio was already one of Hollywood's biggest stars, following the worldwide success of Titanic. Yet Spielberg saw far more than celebrity status. He recognized an actor with remarkable discipline, emotional intelligence, and an instinctive understanding of character. Frank Bagnell Jr. could easily have been portrayed as a charming con artist alone, but DiCaprio revealed something deeper. A lonely young man desperately searching for acceptance and family while hiding behind confidence and deception. Spielberg encouraged DiCaprio to explore those emotional layers rather than relying on charisma alone. The result was one of the actor's most nuanced performances, balancing humor, vulnerability, and intelligence throughout the film. DiCaprio approached every scene with careful preparation, constantly refining his performance without ever making it feel mechanical. Spielberg admired his curiosity, noting how seriously he treated every moment, regardless of its size. Although they have only collaborated once as director and actor, Spielberg has continued to praise DiCaprio's growth over the years, recognizing him as one of the finest performers of his generation whose dedication to his craft continues to evolve. When Steven Spielberg finally had the opportunity to direct Meryl Streep, it fulfilled the collaboration many film lovers had hoped to see for decades. Their partnership came together in The Post, where Streep portrayed newspaper publisher Katharine Graham during one of the most important moments in American journalism. Already considered one of the greatest actresses in cinema history, Streep approached the role with extraordinary subtlety. Rather than overwhelming scenes with dramatic speeches, she communicated Graham's uncertainty, courage, and determination through quiet confidence and carefully